Hello, constellation, cluster of beautiful seeking stars. I am Desi. This is my channel, Starchaeology Tarot, and I will be your Starchaeologist for this June 2022 tarot reading for Libra. Hello, Libra. I'm so grateful you're here. This is good for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And as always, my intention is to deliver messages to you that will help you claim your absolute highest potential for June. If you have an additional intention to set or question to ask, do that now as I shuffle. I'm calling in Libra's guides, calling in Libra's angels and archangels, the angels of every beautiful star present in this constellation, whenever you happen to find this reading. You were intended to be here. What are the messages for Libra? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Queen of Wands. What are the messages for Libra? Ooh. Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles. And the Emperor in reverse. Ooh, Libra. Okay. So, wow, some of you are coming into union. No doubt about that. Some of you are coming into union in June, and that is clear as day. Now, don't worry, I have some other interpretations of this. This is just for a portion of the star cluster listening here. So take whatever resonates, that's what's meant for you, and what doesn't is not meant for you. So please just allow space for everyone to get their messages here. Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles. Libra, some of you are this Queen of Wands. I actually want to say these are interchangeable, and some of you are this King of Pentacles in this situation. Some of you, if this is a love connection, if this is union, this is between someone who is incredibly passionate, fiery, aligned with what they want. They use their desire as a compass. They are extremely gut-driven. Instinctual in their decision making, and similar to the way fire moves, it's very action oriented. Just, you know, when a spark when a spark catches, it can become a fire so easily in a matter of an instant. And that is because Queen of Wands energy is very much always action aligned with desire, and there is no greater fuel than action and desire together. This is someone who knows exactly what they want. They are absolutely in charge of it and really make that happen. They're also can be very creative, very aligned with their creative energy, and it's maybe that creative energy that is the fire in them, that is instinctual, that pulls them. So some of you, that's you. The other part of this half of this union, the other half of this union is this King of Pentacles. This is someone who is so wildly dependable. I shouldn't say wildly, because it's really unwildly. It's about as dependable as you can get. There's nothing wild about it. Very dependable, very reliable. Someone who is a true caretaker, caregiver. Someone who's like, these are my people and I'm responsible for them, and I take joy and pride in taking care of them, in providing for them and protecting them. That's very King of Pentacles energy. They feel responsible for other people, the other people in their lives, for serving the other people in their lives and taking care of them, providing for them. This is just someone who is also can be very financially set. Someone who has resources at their fingertips, someone that you're like, this is someone I feel safe with because they have really figured out how to function in this world. They are winning at the game here that we're playing on this plane, and they know the rules of this game, and they've mastered those rules, and they have used it to their advantage, and it's allowed them to, it's given them the resources to do a lot of good for the people that they love and feel responsible for. So I see this as being, for some of you, this is a union between you and someone else. Some of you, this is a reunion between you and someone else. This could be an old love, an old partnership coming back. For others of you, it is a new partnership. It could be, I think some of you, it might not necessarily even be a partnership, full-blown partnership yet, but it could just be a date, and we're only looking at June, so this could be the start of something that is much more long-term. But right now what we're seeing is two very powerful people who have a kind of authority in their lives, who it feels like equals meeting. It feels like two people who have worked very hard to get to where they are in different ways, and they're meeting their match in some way. There's no like difference in power dynamic here, which is wonderful. Really wonderful. I think for some of you, if you're obviously knowledgeable in astrology, this could be a fire sign and an earth sign. So Aries, Leo, Sag, plus a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Yeah, so that there's something powerful about this connection. Now, others of you, if the connection, if the union is not something that is resonating, actually what I do want to say is, for some of you, this could be a partnership that already exists. This could be your partnership with your partner. And if there is something, if you feel like there's something that has been like you've been struggling in that partnership, I actually want to pull one card about this specific union, about the struggle. Okay. Oh, wow. 10 of Wands or 10 of Cups in reverse. So there's something that has definitely felt like maybe in this partnership with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, partner, you feel like you're not in a kind of happily ever after state. You feel like you don't have this kind of perfect setup that maybe you see in other people, when you're comparing your insides to their outsides, or in movies or TV shows. It feels very much like, I don't have this happily ever after thing. There's trouble in paradise in a way, and it feels unresolved. There's a block in our emotional fulfillment of our situation, of our connection and our relationship. The emotional fulfillment, that energy is it's definitely blocked right now. So it's also hard for you, if you are in a relationship like this, to feel grateful for the small things. 10 of Cups is so much about that emotional fulfillment coming from the most basic emotional needs being met. It's and also just the most simple things, like seeing a rainbow and being outside and feeling your feet in the grass and having a family. It's as simple as that, having a family. It's like, what family? Okay, there's a lot of, other adjectives we can use to describe the family, but it's like, that doesn't even matter. It's just like, this is my family. I have this need. It's met. I have these simple gifts in life, and that's where I derive this emotional fulfillment from. I'm able to feel grateful, intense gratitude for the most basic abundance in my life. That is like something, like the most simple things offer the greatest emotional wealth, and it's that's feeling blocked too. I also think that for some of you, it just doesn't feel like that's your default. It feels like those are the peaks, but they're not the status quo. It's hard for you to connect to that kind of gratitude daily, or feel like emotionally fulfilled daily. And so there's something about this union, this partnership, that is struggling in that department right now. Now, if that is you, I just want to say, while we're on the topic of this being a relationship, and if you're not a relationship, if none of this is resonant so far, just wait, because I do have more interpretations that are completely unrelated to partnership and love. There are more messages in here. But if this is about partnership, if this is about love, whether it's a new love, an old love, a love that is you've been in for a while and it feels stale in some way, the advice here, the advice for nurturing it, helping it grow into something else, whether it's new or old, helping it move through this stage to the next stage, the stage that you want, if that is something that you want with this person. The advice is the Emperor in reverse. There needs to be a reversal of rules. There needs to be a crumbling of the society, the structure that you've built around this relationship. Maybe it's the structure of this family, of this unit, of and I don't mean destroy the family, I mean, or destroy the relationship by any means. I mean the structure that holds it, the cup that it is within. What is the thing that contains the relationship? What are the rules that contain the relationship? What's the logic that contains the relationship? The beliefs that contain the relationship? All of those things come together to create society, to create how your relationship looks, what is seen, how your relationship shows up in the world, the physicality of it. I don't mean the physical nature of it, but just how it looks as if it were personified. This is the structure. These are the orders of our relationship. This is how it looks. So all of that, it needs to be questioned. It could be that how you have the laws and timelines and orders that you have followed in the past around this relationship or around other relationships no longer serve you for this relationship now. It could also be that you've been following laws, orders, timelines, rules about relationships that have never served you. They have never led you to the place where you want to be in a relationship. So why continue to follow them when they aren't working, when they aren't creating the physical life that you want? They aren't creating a relationship that looks the way you want it to look, that physically is the way you want it to be. This relationship is requiring you to question those rules, to question its container, to question the rules and orders and laws and expectations that maybe you just accepted unquestioningly. This is how a relationship is supposed to be? Okay, I will do that then. Maybe your relationship is going to look different. And if you can have different expectations around that, then you allow it to grow more organically, follow a more natural path, rather than sometimes forcing things to be something that they're not, to be a certain way that they're not, and by doing so either harm it or limit it from becoming what it actually is meant to become. If you'll notice, the Empress is nowhere the Empress is missing in this spread. The Emperor is here and it's reversed. The other side of the Emperor, of the coin of the Emperor, is the Empress. This is like saying we need to infuse more Empress energy into this relationship, into this connection, this union, or this crush, whatever stage of a relationship you're at. There needs to be a kind of following of nature rather than immediately seeing something and trying to impose rules on it, immediately trying to define it. This is about letting something grow naturally, letting and honoring the natural process of its growth, trusting that the creative power of nature here is trustworthy and can be trusted, and also might create something far better than you could ever create if in a situation surrounded by concrete. You can only grow so much in that scenario. You can build a lot, but growing, that's different. And maybe the progression of this union at this stage is something that needs to grow more rather than be built. So that's for some of you who have it. This is about a union, a partnership, a love connection, even a friendship. I think, you know, this could be a friendship for some of you. Now, others of you, this is still a relationship, and keep listening because I have 2 more messages here for you from your guides, and I want to make sure that everyone gets the message that's meant for them. This, for others of you, this is not a love connection. This is it's a relationship, but it's not a love relationship. This is you in your work life, I want to say. You feeling a spark of inspiration, a sense of mission, purpose, creativity, feeling like you're having new ideas about what it is that you want to be, what it is you want to accomplish in the world, and you responding to newfound desire that you feel that is pulling you in certain directions. You feel extremely inspired, extremely like a gut response to certain things in your environment. And your desire is a compass for you right now. It is making you so powerful, Libra. It is making that desire, that gut instinct is making you so powerful. It is putting you in a position of sovereignty and authority, not only over what it is that you want and accomplishing that, but about you actually showing up in a way in the world that aligns with your mission and your purpose. Now, what is happening is you're coming up against someone in your work environment, or a mentor, maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's someone who doesn't work with you necessarily, but is in your work space. It's a competitor, it's someone else. This King of Pentacles is really fighting you on a lot of the things, on a lot of the inspiration that you have and the gut instinct that you have, because this person, it plays very much by the rules. The King of Pentacles is an aspect of the Emperor. It's the most literal aspect of the Emperor. So when we're talking about the city of the Emperor, the society, King of Pentacles is the physical city itself. It is how it looks. It's the buildings. It's the cement. It's the money. It's the cash. It's the things that we can touch and hold and see. It only deals in the realm of the seen, not the unseen. And this person, King of Pentacles, is someone who deals that way. They are someone who is very by the book and prides themselves on having that kind of responsibility to make decisions only with the resources that they physically have. They are not someone who works out of faith or hope or anything supernatural. You know, there's no element of like having a gut feeling and jumping off leaping off a cliff and hoping that net will appear. This is someone who feels responsible not only for themselves but others, and so they feel they have to be very by the book in order to be that kind of to have that kind of reliability and dependability. So this person is in a way holding you back. This person's like keeping you a candle when you want to become a roaring fire, Libra. And of course, this is also impeding your emotional fulfillment, because your emotional fulfillment is very tied to you following your instinct here and you following your passion and allowing that passion to take you to where you need to go, even if it's risky. It's like taking those risks that is what's making you a leader in this way. And acting on that is the emotional fulfillment that you need. It also makes your daily life, even just the small baby steps of your daily life on this mission, emotionally fulfilling. So this person is a real block, an obstacle towards that. What's the advice? Same as what it was for those in dealing with a love union. The Emperor, this is about throwing rules out the window. This is about changing the way that you approach this project, not playing by King of Pentacles rules, questioning King of Pentacles rules, questioning the structures in place. Also, on a more of a meta level, maybe it's about how you get to this person, how you affect this person, how you get this person to listen to you. It might mean you don't go through the normal avenues of relaying criticism or concern. It could mean being creative even in that way, even within the company, within this structure of how things work. You not playing by the book, you being creative in that way, you questioning why certain things are done this way and turning that on its head. The Emperor is here not for you to defeat this King of Pentacles, but for both of you to see, to share that power a little bit better. Right now, as I said, Queen of Wands energy is like a candle, and that the King of Pentacles is trying to contain. This is about allowing this fire to really take off, but still have it controlled in a way, the way that we use controlled forest fires to take care of forests sometimes. Like, if the forest is the structure, there's a way to allow that forest fire to do its job without it burning down everything that exists. But it's got to be allowed to become bigger than a candle, and that's the case here. This is about sharing some of that power, making this a more balanced power dynamic, so that you are making enough progress and following your gut instinct enough and desire enough so that you feel fulfilled, so that you feel like you're emotionally fulfilling your purpose and mission. But there are some rules that have to go out the window in how you even deal with this situation. You have to question rules and order in order to even deal with this situation. Now, others of you, final group, this is not about any relationship. These are versions of yourself. So we have the Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. There's this part of you that is awakening to your desire. You are awakening to gut instinct about your path, your journey, your mission. You feel suddenly very inspired by something. You feel like you're alive again in some way. Something is sparking your interest. There's some path, some joy, some passion that is sparking your interest and making you feel like you have regained a little bit of power in your life, regained a little bit of control of your life, which can be a good feeling when you have felt like you don't have any control and you have felt like a dandelion blowing in the wind. Now, King of Pentacles, this is the other part of you though, and this can come from just purely from yourself. This is just a part of yourself that is incredibly reliable, dependable, works only in the world of the seen, really is just relying on, like, if I have the money, I do it. If I don't, then I don't. It's as simple as that. Everything's very black and white because you are working only with the resources that you literally can see, what you can act on, what you can use, and it keeps you very responsible for yourself and for others. So there's this part of you that may be keeping that fire small. It's not coming from someone else, it's coming from you. Others of you, this may be the voice of someone else in your head that you have internalized that is doing that. You think it's coming from you, but really it's the voice of your father, it's the voice of your mother, it's the voice of that mentor, it's the voice of that teacher. Someone who maybe has served you and helped you a lot in the past, but for whatever reason in this scenario, their advice needs to be taken with a grain of salt, because there's something about it that is limiting your emotional fulfillment and limiting your ability to shine. Fire burns, but it shines as well, and that's you, Libra. Fire's risky. You take a risk by burning, but you also risk shining brighter than you ever have. And I see that for you in this situation. I see the potential there. So this is about, again, not defeating that King of Pentacles part of you, or that person in your life who's just trying to look out for you and lead you, not lead you astray. It's about balancing the power that those occupy in your head and in your heart. that those archetypes, those parts of yourself occupy in your head and your heart, and how much, how often each of them call the shots. Are they splitting the shots that they call, or is it very, very unequal? Of course, the advice is the same. This is about throwing rules out the window, questioning rules and orders, timelines, structures, the way that things have been done, the way that you have done things, questioning those things. And maybe it's about then just finding the ones that don't make sense. And that's those are the things that you push the brakes on for the King of Pentacles, while still keeping other things that do make sense for you. It doesn't have to be binary. It doesn't have to be black or white. It's about finding, sleuthing out those orders that don't make sense, those orders that don't fit you anymore, and abolishing them, changing them, rewriting them, whatever it is you want to call it. But this is about stepping outside of the normal structure of things for you and allowing something natural to take the lead, allowing the organic unfolding of something to take the lead, because there's momentum there, there's inertia. It's almost like you don't have to make decisions because that nature is making decisions for you. The organic unfolding of things is making decisions for you, and you can learn to co-create with that, and also at times pump the brakes when it makes sense, when it makes sense to control that nature, when you know a tree is starting to grow completely on a neighbor's yard, and it's like, okay, this is a situation where I want to redirect that tree, but otherwise I'll let the yard grow as it will grow. This is about balance between those things. Libra, I hope this was helpful. I would love to hear how this looks specifically for you in your life. So if you feel called to, please share below, not only for me, but for other members of the star cluster here, because we all benefit from hearing other people's hopes, dreams, fears, pain, all of it. We all benefit from coming together in that way and sharing. So definitely share if you feel called to share. If you haven't liked or subscribed to this channel, please do so. That would make me very happy. And if you'd like to support this work, check out the link below to my Patreon. You can become a patron for as little as $3 a month. There are higher tiers if you want one-on-one personal readings with me at a highly discounted rate every single month. I do have limited space for those, so check that out if that interests you. As always, Libra, I am rooting for you. I love you very much. I'm wishing you the best June you could possibly have, and I'll see you next time.